something, just, don't submit it anymore. So that was a kind of a situation with a Google voice, where people develop application that was very powerful, and they wouldn't be able to get it in, and it could be really, really frustrating situation. Obviously, your choices of development platform are limited. There's no legal way. Well, you can look at something, but you cannot look at some other things. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, one of what's the other was no multitasking. I read something.
Yeah, it's changed.
But I didn't quite understand when I read it.
Yeah, so basically, they will allow multitasking on certain devices, right? So, like, say, I believe 3GS, you can, but you also need to develop for it. It's like it doesn't come automatic.
They have a push API to get around some of the things for notifications, right?
Yeah. So push API, basically, if you don't have a multitasking, what they do, you register a callback, which basically associated with a message. So your application is not running, message comes in, and then you associate piece of code to execute when the message comes in. And you can do, go ahead.
So isn't OS 4 adding the multitasking like in
Yes.
the main of Android though as well, like that activity stack?
Yes, although it's different, yeah.
Okay.
They do limitation only on certain devices, right? And it doesn't come automatic. So you actually have to program for this.
It's hobbled.
Yeah.
Question.
So, yeah.
OS 4 is a Google on a 3GS. Do you have a new phone, or can you put it on your 3GS? The OS 4.
I don't know.
You can put OS 4 on 3GS.
You can
Is it available now?
No.
It's available now in beta. So
Okay.
you can test it.
Usually when you
sign the
download
agreement and NDA, and you don't talk about it, yes, you can.
Thank you.
Okay. There's a, if you ever wonder why Apple created such a complicated set of checkpoints for their platform, the reason for this is that in terms of technology, there are no sandbox. So there's really, like, once you publish your code, it's just kind of like old DOS, right? Once you publish your code, and there's there's a code that goes and reformats flash drive or calls somebody or sends some packet somewhere. It's really this system. If you remember ActiveX, this system gets out of control really easy. It doesn't take very long time. So obviously they knew about it. They couldn't build a sandbox for a number of reasons. First of all, as far as I know, they don't have one in-house, right? And Jobs doesn't like Java, right? There's a problem with obviously with the power of a CPU that you need to be able to run abstraction layer. So there's a variety of different reasons why it wasn't done. But the reality is, the practical reality is that that's what it is, and it's not likely to change. That's probably the most. Yeah, go ahead.
What do you mean by the iPhone has no sandbox?
Basically, if you look at the environments like Java, there's a virtual machine, right? Java virtual machine, right? So somebody gives you a code, right? And you ahead of time, without looking at what this code does and who compiled it and whatnot, you can set up a policy. You can say, I don't allow this code to connect anywhere on the net. I don't allow it to read files. I don't allow it to do this. So there's a, right?
So in an iPhone, there's only sandbox. You cannot get out of the sandbox.
Yeah, exactly.
Not everybody. Each application has its own sandbox. You cannot communicate with the application.
Right.
It's just a very limited way to communicate.
Yes, and this is because there's no better way to do it, right? Once you've got it. So on the Java, .NET, some other environments, because you're running on a virtual machine, you can tell virtual machine, I want to tell me every time the file is being opened or connection is being opened. It's a future of operating systems, and we've got it on Android, and it's free, by the way. So if Apple would want to do that, that would be very difficult. First of all, they're going to have a high performance system, but most importantly, they would want to, and there's no reason for them to want it.